In the heart of the quiet town of Millwood stood an old, grand mansion known as Hollowbrook House. The mansion had stood for centuries, shrouded in legends and whispers of strange occurrences. However, its most notorious feature was a massive, ornate mirror that hung in the foyer, known simply as the Mirror of Souls. The mirror was said to have been brought to Hollowbrook House by its original owner, Lord Ambrose Hollowbrook, a man obsessed with the occult. Legends claimed that the mirror possessed dark powers, allowing it to trap the souls of those who gazed too deeply into its depths. Over the years, stories circulated about people who had vanished without a trace after becoming entranced by their own reflections. The mansion had been vacant for decades, but that changed when the Sinclair family, consisting of Robert, his wife Claire, and their daughter Lily, moved into Hollowbrook House. The family was drawn to the mansion's historic charm, unaware of its dark history. On their first day in the mansion, Claire discovered the Mirror of Souls in the foyer. Its intricate frame seemed to shimmer with an unnatural glint, and Claire couldn't resist the urge to look into it. Her reflection stared back at her with an intensity that sent shivers down her spine. As the days passed, Claire's behavior became increasingly erratic. She spent hours in front of the mirror, whispering to her reflection as if it were a long-lost friend. Robert grew concerned and tried to intervene, but Claire became obsessed, claiming that the mirror held the key to a hidden world of beauty and power. Lily, their young daughter, watched in fear as her mother's sanity unraveled. She saw strange figures moving within the mirror's depths, and at night, she heard whispers emanating from the foyer, beckoning her to come closer. Terrified, she confided in her father, who realized that something was horribly wrong with the mirror. Desperate to save his wife and protect his daughter, Robert sought the help of a local historian, Professor Jonathan Blackwood. Professor Blackwood had spent years researching the history of Hollowbrook House and its cursed mirror. He explained that Lord Ambrose Hollowbrook had used the mirror to perform dark rituals, and it was believed to be a portal to a malevolent realm. Robert, Lily, and Professor Blackwood devised a plan to confront the mirror's malevolent presence. Armed with ancient incantations and protective talismans, they stood before the mirror and recited the words of banishment. The room trembled as the mirror's dark energies fought back, but the trio's determination prevailed. With a blinding flash of light, the mirror shattered into 1,000 pieces. Claire's obsession was broken, and her sanity slowly returned. The Sinclairs left Hollowbrook House behind, hoping to leave the horrors of the mansion and the Mirror of Souls far behind them. Years passed, and the Sinclairs tried to rebuild their lives. Lily grew up to be a resilient young woman, but the memory of the mirror haunted her dreams. Robert and Claire's relationship had been forever scarred by the horrors they had witnessed. One fateful night, as Lily was preparing to leave for college, she received a package in the mail. It contained a single shard of the Mirror of Souls, glinting with an eerie light. Accompanying it was a cryptic message that sent a chill down her spine. The sinister presence of the mirror had not been fully banished, and it seemed to have found a way to reach out to the Sinclairs once more. As Lily stared at the shard in her hand, she knew that the horrors of Hollowbrook House were not truly behind them and that the malevolent mirror still hungered for their souls. The Sinclairs had thought they had escaped the mirror's grasp, but its dark reflection would continue to haunt their lives, drawing them back into a world of terror and despair.